Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I got about 8 stocks I want to go over real fast. I just want to go over some things that were quick, basically buy or sell signals. And I'm in the car today, so I'm going to try to make it quick. But basically, the first one on the list is, let's just get right to it, Berkshire and Hathaway. I noticed I'm pretty well capped out as much as I want to buy with Berkshire and Hathaway, but that was because my circle was here and it is well below that now. So if you're looking to buy into real estate, I would say Berkshire and Hathaway is a good overall uptrend. They're very at the bottom of their, let's see, this was August, this is February of last year, so about like a 1 year low. So 52-week low. I would definitely, if I wanted to put any more into that, that's looking good. ITDG is the next one. This is a iShares life path target date 2055. It's sort of like an retirement ETF. So it's looking pretty up there on top of the trend. I don't really need to get rid of, let's see what I have here. I'm not like overly bought in with ITDG, and I can definitely hold on to it. But with this strong recovery right here, and it hit my sell circle here, I just thought maybe I'll go ahead and reduce some. So I put in a 10 trail stop underneath right about here when it hit the red circle, and then you can see a red candle forming here. So it might go ahead and start dropping and trigger that. So not looking at getting out a lot, but just reducing that a little bit so that if it comes down to the middle of the road here, I can grab it again. Eli Lilly is, I only have one of these, and it's pretty average price right now, right in the middle of this trend. It's pretty much one of those stocks that's been going up for a long time, steady growth. So Eli Lilly might be a good option to get into. MACD is very much at a median standstill, and then RSI is at 46. So it's just now hitting a buy signal. Down here would be a strong buy. You could go ahead and you could even go ahead and put like one of these down here if you, I would say, and there you can see the level 2 data here. Strong support at 851, 850, right in here. So at 850, it's strong support. If I see that strong support, I would go ahead and put my circle kind of lined up in the middle of this support. You might even want to set it on top of this support. So put this support line here for the level 2 data kind of at the bottom of your circle. You can pick that up, and because this is going to be a support level that a lot of volume is going to be buying in. So it's this is a strong kind of area, all the way obviously down to the bottom of the trend. If it breaks through this support level and hits the bottom of the trend, that would also be a strong buy down here. So Eli Lilly looking pretty good. I put in one limit at 897, so it's not going to take, it doesn't have to come very low for me to be interested in this. I just want to get in one more, and obviously if it gets down here, I'd get another one and maybe another one down here. So that's kind of how that's looking. Palantir is still low. We're still down on it. I actually put a buy for 2 of these, and I just bought them immediate because this is so low. This was my buy box that I got in at. I'm on the weekly, so let's zoom in a little bit. Here's 2026. There's January, so this is the new year. So It's been going down since the new year, but I got in all in this buy box here, and we're way below that. So we're kind of waiting on recovery, but to me, again, Palantir is strong uptrend and doesn't have a whole lot of the supports we have over here and here are kind of lower, but they're not huge supports. Have a huge resistance bar up here. We're definitely not going to let it go over 200 right now, but we're waiting for it to get back to here. I just went ahead and bought 2 shares just because for the price, I can go ahead and get a couple of shares here and lower my average cost on Palantir. Tesla was the next one that I noticed this morning. That just bounced off of the buy circle real hard. If you got it here, congratulations. You were watching and you got a good price. That was on April 9th. I don't know if I had any automated orders set down here or not. I think I probably got in here-ish, but this is a great bottom to get in. I went ahead and I did my calculation pretty much off of the share price, and I can afford roughly 4 of these. So I just put a buy order right here for 4, just so that I know. Like, sometimes I do that just so you can have a visual for how much that you're willing to get in, and I know it's probably not gonna just scream down and grab that, but at least I have this visual, and if it keeps climbing, I'm good to stay out. But if it dips again right in this area, I'll probably like buy 2 here and then change this to 2. Just go ahead and get it in at a decent lower price, and then raise this up in the middle of the circle, maybe right in here, and have a 2 buy there. But Tesla's pretty average for as far as, it peaked twice here. Extreme top out once this was December 2024. This is December 2025. So who knows what's coming? Maybe December 2026. Who knows? It's interesting that both of these are in December. Anyway, yeah, this, there's huge resistance bar right there too. Level 2 shows 271,000 volume of sellers right here. So that's huge. Nobody's wanting it to go over $500. This is a good average price for Tesla, I feel like, which is where most of my shares are. I'm not really interested in, like, if it gets up here, I'm interested in selling, and it's not really low enough for me to be interested in buying. So again, that's my buy circle for Tesla, is down here. And that being said, we can move on. And I was gonna share. I might pull up the app to show you these sales. But Nvidia, I had a triggered sale here, and you can see the red candle forming. So went ahead and got out a few here, and I'll pull up the app and show like how much I made off of all these sales. But this is just so you can see the chart data because of all these peaks. I got out a little bit on Nvidia. The AVGO Broadcom that I mentioned in the last video didn't go through yet. Just went through. You can see the red bar forming. So, and look at all this resistance up here. So that's kind of resistance because of, it's a new peak. It's not a new peak, but it's retesting this previous high, and it's kind of rejecting it, to be honest. So lots of people were thinking the same thing I am, get behind this right here with a stop. So the Broadcom did go through, and I sold a little bit there. Again, I'll show you the profits on the app. And then I think I actually had another volume of IVV, which I have saved as blue. Just tap blue. and I had 5 more, so I had 50 shares. I had 5 more IVV sale right here, and I think that's as much as I'm gonna sell out of the S&P for now. Let's see, that's right here, 45. So I'm pretty happy with like the amount that I've sold out of the S&P. I guess I could go with 5 more, maybe, but I kind of like to stay in it a little bit long, treat it as a longer position instead of swing trading it a lot. So, yeah, I got out 5 there. Let's do screen sharing with the app and show you these profits this morning. It's Monday, April 20th, and so if you watched last week's video, that was Friday, pulling out roughly 2,300, and then all right, we got the app pulled up. Those sales that just went through Nvidia. Okay, so Nvidia went through. They have like no dividend. All right, Nvidia trail stop, 5 shares, only cost less than $1,000, and that was profit of 108. These aren't huge profits, but it's a little bit, and it's worth noting. So 108. We had AVGO Broadcom finally went through. So with that sale, all the way to the bottom for your history, the 4 went through for 137, and then on top of that, had 5 more. I went ahead and did a 5 trail on top of that, so and the 5 went through, and that was 168. So and 168, that's 305, and then the final one was those, I believe it was 5 extra shares of IVV. So 5 extra shares of IVV came out to be 119, and that gives us 532 basically for the weekend. So I kind of categorize these as part of like the positions that I've held for the previous month. So this isn't really like I just made this over the weekend, but it's more like this was included in the previous purchases, and then we've taken about a month to let the market do its thing, and this just happens to be when we're pulling it out. So I guess a good analogy that I like to use with the market is like, to me it's kind of like you're setting your bait at the right time. So I'm just baiting whenever it's low, and then setting the hook whenever it's high. So you're not you don't know when it's going to happen, right? You're just kind of playing the odds, and when the market is on a particular stock is bottomed out, the odds are that it's going to go up, and so you're just whenever, or maybe a better analogy is planting seeds. So when you have the buying power, you plant the seeds in the things that are most likely to grow, and whenever they've grown, you reap the benefits. You pick the fruit, right? So all we're doing here is looking for the most opportunity with the things that have the odds are in its favor to grow, and putting our seeds in that soil, and then whenever it grows, you're getting this back. So that's the latest update. Hopefully this helps you out, and if I don't really recommend copy trading my stuff, because that would be financial advice, and I'm not trying to get you to do that. But if you're following along and you agree with how I'm reading the charts, there's some good opportunities to set some protection under your top levels for stop losses, and a few good buys coming up as well. So I hope you found this helpful. Please keep following along for more tips and tricks. And if you haven't already, go ahead and please like, subscribe for more, and we'll see you on the next one.